All right, guys, so we have went over the carb cycle. All right, so this is video number 7. We've already discussed the no carb day, how to develop the macros for that. So now the high day, how do we develop the macros for that as well? All right, so high day, okay, so we're talking about protein intake. The protein intake needs to be about 45% again. So this is going to be easy because in the no day, the protein intake or percentage was the same, 45%. All right, now the carb intake is 40%, kind of the reverse of the fat that we had before. And then the fat intake, of course, is the 15% that is left over. All right, so once again, we're going to take 45%, okay, so 0.45 times 1463. Remember, so 1463 times the 0.45, and that's going to give us that 658. 0.45 or 0.40 times 1463 comes to 585. Okay, that's what we're looking at here for the carbs. Okay, and then 15%, all right, of the 1463 comes to 219. Now, a lot of people will say, well, why don't I just take the numbers and just switch them around? Remember, we can't do that because our fat intake and our fat calorie amount is different than our carb calorie amount. Okay, so you can't just flip-flop and be like, okay, it's done. All right, so 658 calories are coming from protein. So that one we can keep the same. We just divide that one by 4 again, remember, and we get this person needs 164 grams of protein. The 585, now we're dividing that by 4. Okay, so 585, okay, divided by 4. This person needs 146 grams of carbs. And then 219, remember, is divided by 9 because there's 9 calories per 1 gram of fat. And that's going to be 24 grams for this individual. Okay, so they've got obviously a lot of protein, a sustained protein amount, a lot more carbs in this one, and then they're going to have a lot less fat in this one. So low fat, higher carbs, higher protein. All right, and that is how they're going to set up their high day. All right, moving forward. Okay. So now, if these numbers come up weird, you come up any crazy numbers over here, like 200s, 300s, you know, anything above 185 for most of you guys, there's probably something wrong. If you get a number that's significantly low, and you're think about it, guys, in that ratio of the chart, that pie chart. If you feel high protein, but then you see low fat, low carbs, something's probably wrong. Same thing in if you have high protein, high fat, high carbs, there's probably a number you did somewhere wrong. So use some common sense here, guys. Follow the steps. Okay, just like I did, just use your numbers that you guys have. Okay, so this is how we determine our high day. So look at the next videos on how we're going to start applying this and wrapping this up.